In a quiet village surrounded by green hills and dusty paths, there lived a young boy named Ion. He was known for his kind heart, but also for one thing: he hated struggle. If something was difficult, Ion would leave it. If something required patience, he would complain. If something failed, he would quit. His father was a blacksmith, a strong man with rough hands and calm eyes. Every day, Ion watched him work in the small workshop beside their house. The fire burned bright, the hammer struck the iron, and sparks flew into the air like tiny stars. One evening, Ion asked, "Father, why do you work so hard? Why hit the iron again and again? Why not leave it as it is?" His father smiled but said nothing. The next morning, his father handed him a small, cold piece of iron. "Take this," he said. "Keep it safe." Ion looked confused but obeyed. For days, the iron remained the same: hard, cold, useless. Then one afternoon, his father called him into the workshop. The fire was blazing hotter than usual. "Watch carefully," his father said. He placed a similar piece of iron into the fire. Slowly, it turned red. Then bright orange. Then almost white. The heat was intense. Ion could feel it on his face. After a few minutes, his father took the glowing iron out and began striking it with a heavy hammer. Clang, clang, clang. Each strike seemed harsh. Each blow seemed painful. "Stop," Ion shouted. "You're hurting it." His father paused and looked at him. "Am I?" he asked gently. He continued hammering. The iron began to change shape. What was once a simple metal bar slowly turned into something sharp, strong, and beautiful: a shining sword. His father dipped it into cool water. Steam rose into the air. Then he handed the finished sword to Ion. "Feel it." It was strong, balanced, powerful. "Now," his father said, "bring me the piece I gave you earlier." Ion brought the cold iron he had kept untouched. His father placed both pieces side by side. "One went through fire and hammer," he said. "One avoided struggle. Which one is stronger?" Ion lowered his eyes. "The one that suffered." His father nodded. "Struggle does not destroy us. It shapes us. Fire makes iron stronger. Pressure turns coal into diamonds. Difficulty builds character." Ion remained silent, but his heart was loud with understanding. Days later, Ion faced his own struggle. At school, he had always been average. Mathematics frustrated him. Whenever he made mistakes, he would shut his notebook and give up. But this time, something was different. He remembered the iron in the fire. Instead of quitting, he stayed up late solving problems. He asked his teacher for help. He made mistakes. He felt embarrassed. He felt tired. But he did not stop. Weeks passed. Slowly, the problems that once looked impossible became easier. His confidence grew. His mind became sharper. One day, during an exam, Ion finished first. Not because it was easy, but because he had become stronger. When the results were announced, he had scored the highest in his class. That evening, he walked home with shining eyes. His father looked at him and immediately understood. "You chose the fire," his father said. Ion smiled. "Yes, and it didn't burn me. It built me." Years passed. Ion grew into a strong and wise man. Life did not become easier. In fact, it became harder. There were business failures. There were betrayals. There were sleepless nights. But each time life struck him like a hammer, he did not break. Because he knew, every strike was shaping him. He would often tell young people in the village, "If life feels hard, don't run. If it feels hot, don't escape. You might be in the fire, but that fire is making you stronger."